Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to give a little bit of my feedback because I just saw this particular movie, and there also was a conference, or I'll say, I don't know if it was like a little meeting or what have you, where Spike Lee was involved and they asked questions regarding the movie BlackkKlansman. And so I thought that it was a pretty entertaining movie. It had uh, a, some comedy, but it had a lot of real incidences of the Charlottesville and some other incidences of some historical content having to do with lynching or burning Black people and making public display. And so what I liked about the movie is that it had a mix of different feelings. So, some movies, if they're real serious, it's serious from beginning all the way to the end. And some movies, if it's a comedy, it's funny from beginning to end. This had a mix of all of that, plus a lot that whom African American and people who are white that lived in a time from before from before to now you can relate to moments in history versus what's going on right now. And I like how they meshed the old and the new together, and it really makes you think. I'll say this about how far have we come as a society, as um, a country, with all of the things that people have learned from the past applied to what has happened to now. And it really makes you sit down and wonder where this country is headed. And so I don't want to say too much about the movie, but I will say that I felt that it was a good movie. And I felt that, the part, what made me want to go see it was when Spike Lee, he was sitting on a panel, and some people, they look like reporters and maybe some people who were pretty much asking him what inspired them to do the movie and what were their thoughts on some of the issues that were in the movie. And he said some pretty heated words, which are very valid, and I agree with 100%. But what I liked about this whole thing is that he said in the panel that he was sitting on that he'd asked the mother of the young lady that participated as a counter protester in the Charlottesville, Virginia, Unite the Right, if he could use the footage of that protest. And that's what made me want to go see. How can you mesh some hints of comedy and then realism and then history from the past and what is making history now in real time today? I thought it was a whirlwind, way of putting all of those things and putting it all in one movie. And I thought it was pretty neat. And so the way it was presented, I thought it was really great. And so I remember or recall that there were some people that were criticizing Spike Lee, and they said, "Oh, he's old and he's washed up and he's out of ideas." Be careful what you say. I think you should try it. Go see it for yourself and be the judge for yourself how you feel. But I think it's worth going to see. Thanks for listening.